Good day everyone, my name is Louie. You know how everyone always on their phone, scrolling through social media? Well, it is not just for fun anymore. Naging malaking deal na rin po siya para sa mga business locally. Especially when it comes to selling stuff online or what we call e-commerce. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and also YouTube have become like giant online marketplaces kasi they help businesses reach millions of people and sell their product directly through their apps. E-commerce has been growing like crazy and social media is a big reason why. Isipin nyo yun, pwede na po kayo mag-scroll sa feed nyo, tapos kapag may nagustuhan kayong bagay, pagkain o ano man yan, pwede nyo na po yung mabili instantly nang hindi kayo lumalabas ng kanya-kanyang bahay.
Today everyone, I'm Ray Soriano and now let's talk about po a business that using social media to promote their products po. So, here in the Philippines po, we have so many talented entrepreneurs po na gumagamit po ng social media like FB po para ma-boost po yung kanilang business or yung brand or yung pinaka-product po nila. And gawin na po natin dito pong example, yung Pad 41 na coffee shop po. Gumagamit po sila ng FB para mag-post po ng pictures and videos po para paging updated po yung mga customer o yung mga tao po na gusto po bumili po sa product nila or yung mga tao po na hindi pa po kilala or nakakatikim po ng product nila. And sa paraan pong ito, magkakaroon po sila ng brand awareness po na tinatawag dahil magiging aware po yung mga tao na sa ganito pong lugar is meron po silang opening or meron po talaga silang pinaka-store. So, mas makikilala po sila. And makakatulong po ito sa mga businesses po. Like, sa Pad 41 nga po, malaking tulong po ito sa Pad 41 dahil mas nakilala po sila dahil dito. And halos lahat naman po kasi ng tao is gumagamit na po ng FB. So, mas madali po silang makakonect po sa ibang tao and pwede na rin po sila makipagsabayan po sa mas malalaki pa pong businesses dahil sa paraan na po na yun is pwede na po agad silang ma-search or makita po. So, by using social media effectively po is makakuha po sila dito ng strategies po para mas ma-manage po yung mga customer po na magkaroon po ng personal level po na connection and pwede din po dito makabuild po ng brand loyalty po and mas mag-grow po yung business po nila significantly. And yung pinaka-best part po dito sa social media is accessible po talaga siya and yung pinaka-bayad po is sobrang baba na po ng babayaran. If yung magkakaroon ka lang po ng bayad, if kukuha ko po ng collaboration sa mga sikat po or sa mga influencer po. And pinaka the best po ito dahil sa mga small businesses po na kailangan po magkaroon ng awareness po yung mga tao or nais po na mag-expand pa po yung business po nila. Pwede po ito gamitin para mas lumaki pa po yung audience po or pwede pa po makakita po sa pinaka-business or product po nila.
Hi guys! Today, pag-uusapan natin ang isang super interesting na topic sa mundo ng e-commerce, which is the bookmarking. Alam nyo ba na platforms like Pinterest and Twitter ay hindi lang basta pang-scroll or inspiration, kundi malaking tulong din sa mga online businesses. Yes, hindi lang ito basta pag-save ng post, may impact ito sa marketing, visibility at sales ng isang negosyo. Kaya kung business owner ka o online seller or gusto mo lang matuto kung paano gamitin ng social media para sa negosyo mo, this video is for you. So, stay tuned habang i-explain namin ng mga importance, advantages at challenges ng bookmarking sa e-commerce. Let's go! Ano nga ba ang bookmarking? Simple lang. Ang bookmarking ay parang pag-save ng content online para madali mo itong mabalikan sa hinaharap. Karaniwan itong ginagamit para i-save ang mga useful na articles, videos, websites o kahit yung mga online content na gusto mong i-access muli. Sa halip na hanapin ulit ito, isang click lang sa iyong bookmarks at andyan na agad. Pero sa mundo ng e-commerce, mas malawak ang gamit ng bookmarking sa mga social bookmarking sites tulad ng Pinterest at Twitter. At marami pang iba. Hindi lang ito basta pag-save, ginagamit ito para i-share, i-promote at palaganapin yung visibility ng mga product o content Ang bawat pin o tweet o post ay maaaring magsilbing daan para makilala ang isang brand o item at makakakuha ng mas maraming customers. Ano nga ba yung importance ng bookmarking sa e-commerce? Una, nakakatulong mag-drive ng traffic sa website o online store mo. Kapag may nag-pin ng product mo sa Pinterest, may chance na makita ito ng ibang users, lalo na yung may mga interest sa ganung klase ng items. Kapag na-curious sila at clinic nila yung pin, automatic silang mapupunta sa website mo. Kaya kung mas marami kang pins na nakashare, mas marami kang potential visitors o customers na papasok sa site mo. Next, pangalawa, mas lumalawak ang visibility ng brand mo. Kapag sinave o shinare ng ibang users ang content mo, halimbawa yung products, infographics, blog posts, mas marami ang nakakita nito. Para sa modernong word of mouth ito, digital na version na pagsasabi-sabi, the more people na nagsisave ng share mo, ng pins mo, mas malaki ang chance na kumalat at makilala ang brand mo sa mas maraming tao. Ikatlo, nakakatulong sa SEO ng website mo. Kapag may mga pins na may link pabalik sa site mo, parang may additional backlinks ka, importanteng factor ito para sa search engine optimization, which is the SEO. Ang mga quality na na backlinks nito ay isa sa mga tinitignan ng Google para sa i-rank ang websites mo. Ibig sabihin, mas maraming backlinks mula sa mga trusted na sources like Pinterest, mas mataas ang chance na tumaas yung position ng site mo sa search results. Example, the Etsy sellers, yung mga gumagawa po ng handmade products, madalas gamitin ng Pinterest. Nagpo-post sila ng magandang product photos, then users save them on their boards. Eventually, bibili rin sila or i-share nila sa iba. So kahit maliit na seller ka, pwede kang makahanap ng customers through bookmarking platforms. Isipin mo yung mga Etsy sellers, yung mga gumagawa po ng mga handmade items tulad ng accessories, crafts o home decor, madalas nilang gamitin ang Pinterest para i-promote ang products nila. Nagpo-post sila sa mga magagandang products, photos, tapos yung mga users, sinisave yung sa kanilang Pinterest boards. Pag may isang user na interested sa item, pwedeng balikan niya yon later or i-share para sa friends niya. Minsan, after ng ilang araw o ilang weeks, bumabalik sila para bumili. So, kahit maliit ka lang na seller, may chance kang makahanap ng customers dahil sa power ng bookmarking at sharing sa platforms gaya ng Pinterest.
Good day everyone, I'm Ray Magregala and I'm going to discuss these advantages and disadvantages of bookmarking. So, number one is pre-marketing tool. Dito, walang bayad ang paggamit ng Pinterest para i-promote ang products or services mo. Basta gumagawa ka ng magandang visual at tamang keywords, pwede ka na makakuha ng exposure without spending on ads. Perfect ito lalo na sa small businesses na may limited budget. And secondly is high engagement potential. Pinterest users are usually planners and shoppers. Madalas silang mag-search ng ideas, inspiration, or products kapag na-capture mo yung interest nila. So, may mataas na chance na i-save o i-share or i-click nila yung content mo. So, ang ibig sabihin nun ay may potential ka for high engagement kahit organic. Hindi sponsored lang ang sponsored lang ang post mo. So, number 3 is long-term visibility ng content. Unlike sa ibang platforms na mabilis kumawala sa feed ang post, sa Pinterest tumatagal ang content months or even years after mo i-post. Pwede pa rin itong lumabas sa search results nila, sa search results ng users. Kaya ang isang pin mo pwedeng patuloy na magdala ng traffic sa site mo over time. So, fourthly is audience insight. Dito naman is may kita mo kung anong klaseng content ang pinapakita or pinaka-iinteresan ng audience mo through analytics and engagement stats. Malalaman mo kung anong topic, style, or products ang trending sa kanila. At pwede mong gamitin yun para i-adjust ang marketing strategy mo. So, and then, dun naman tayo sa challenges or disadvantages na meron. Ang number one na disadvantages nun is oversaturation. Sa sobrang dami kasing content creators at brands na nagpo-post araw-araw, ang hirap nang makuha ng attention ng users kasi halos pare-pareho ng strategy, vibe, at niche, kailangan mong mag-stand out or else matatabunan ng ibang posts. Yun. Then, secondly is low conversions. Hindi lahat ng nag-save or nagla-like bibili. Okay, ang engagement pero hindi siya automatic na sales. Maraming users ang nagbo-bookmark or nagpipin ng product just for inspiration. Pero minsan kasi hindi naman nila talaga balak bumili. Kaya kailangan pa rin ng solid follow-up strategy para ma-convert sila ito into actual customers. And thirdly is short attention span. Ito is lalo na sa Twitter, mabilis mawala ang post sa feed. Sobrang dami ng content na lumalabas kada segundo, may tendency na mabilis mawala sa feed ang mga post mo kung hindi catchy or relevant agad ang tweet or post mo. Madali itong ma-skip ng users. Timing at hook ang kailangan dito. And partly, you need for a great visual. So, kasi pag pangit na image, walang save. So, Pinterest, Instagram at kahit Facebook ay very visual platforms. Kung hindi maganda or clear ang photo mo, malaki ang chance na hindi ito mapansin, ma-like or ma-save. Kailangan mo dito ng efforts sa design, layout, lighting at branding para mapansin ka. Dito naman tayo sa business challenge example. Kunwari, may small clothing business ka, nag-post ka sa Twitter ng bagong product. Maganda ang design, maayos ang caption at competitive ang price. So, pero ang problema, konti pa lang ang followers mo at walang masyadong nagre-retweet or nagla-like kahit na maganda ang product mo. Hindi siya umaabot sa mas maraming tao. So, bakit? Kasi limited ang reach mo at sa Twitter, sobrang bilis mawala ng post sa feed. Lalo na kung walang nag-engagement. So, kahit deserving ng attention ang product mo, hindi ito mapapansin dahil kulang sa exposure. And ano ang kailangan mong gawin or natin? Gumamit ng eye-catching visual para mapansin agad sa feed. Gamitin ang tamang hashtag para ma-discover ng interested users. Mag-reach out sa community mo or makipag-collab sa mga micro-influencer at minsan kailangan mo ring gumamit ng paid promotion para mapalawak ang abot ng post mo, lalo na kung may important launch or promo. So, yung pinaka-lesson dito is hindi sapat ang ganda ng product, kailangan ng strategy para mapansin at maabot ang tamang audience. So, yun lang. Thank you.
Contribution of TikTok to e-commerce. As shade scrap printing businesses can use TikTok to showcase their unique printing techniques, artistic design, and finished product in a fun and engaging way. They can create short, captivating videos that demonstrate their printing process, highlight the intricate details of their designs, and showcase the versatility of their services. Importance and significance of TikTok in shade scrap printing businesses. TikTok is important for these shade scrap printing businesses because it allows them to reach a younger digital savvy audience who are highly receptive to visual and engaging content. It allows them to build brand awareness, promote their services, and connect with potential customers in a fun and creative way. Advantage and disadvantage of TikTok. The advantage of TikTok: TikTok offers a platform for creating short, attention-grabbing videos that can quickly go viral and reach a large audience. It's a great platform for showcasing artistic talent, showcasing the printing process, and highlighting unique designs. The disadvantage of TikTok: this platform is constantly evolving and it can be challenging to keep up with the latest trends. It also requires consistent effort to create high quality content and engaging with followers. The business example that I give is shade scrap printing businesses. A local shade scrap printing businesses called the Inkwell uses TikTok to showcase their unique printing techniques and artistic designs. They create short, engaging videos that demonstrate their printing process, highlight the intricate details of their designs, and showcase the versatility of their services. They also use TikTok to promote their services to a wider audience. This strategy has helped them to build a strong online presence, attract new customers, and increase sales.
Blog and forums. A blog is frequently updated web page or website, typically one run by an individual or a small group. A forum is an online discussion site where users share ideas, thoughts, or help by posting text messages. Contributions of blog and forums in e-commerce. Blog. It provides informative, relevant, and consistent content. Blogs help establish a business as an authority in its niche. Regular blog posts with relevant keywords help improve search engine rankings, bringing more organic traffic to the e-commerce site. Engage user through comments, shares, and discussion or relevant topics. Comments and interaction can provide insight into customer references and issues. Can be used to showcase product, use cases, reviews, comparisons, and how-to guides that drive purchase decisions. In forums, user-generated discussions offer social proof and for recommendation, which build consumer trust. Active forum threads are indexed by search engines, increase the site's visibility on various topics, create a space for customers to interact, ask questions, and share experiences, fostering a sense of community around the brand. Offer direct, unfiltered feedback from users about products and services, which can guide product development. Discussions often include recommendations and experiences that influence others to buy. Both offer evergreen content that continues to attract and inform customers long after it's posted. Tumblr. Tumblr allows businesses to build a distinctive visual identity through creative, aesthetic posts. Tumblr thrives on subcultures and niche communities. Reblog and likes enable posts to go viral quickly. Many Tumblr users become micro-influencers. Collaborating with them can promote e-commerce products to their dedicated followers. Tumblr is ideal for indirect product marketing. Brands can tell stories, post behind-the-scenes content, or share customer stories in a more authentic, artistic format that resonates with users. Significance of blog and forums: improve SEO and drive organic traffic. Build trust and credibility through useful content and fair discussions. Promote product and increase conversions. Encourage customers' engagement and community building. Provide feedback for product improvement. Support content marketing and brand storytelling. Boost brand authority and industry reputations. Advantages: blogs and forums. Improve SEO, help boost search engine ranking through keyword-rich contents. In customer engagement, encourage discussion and build a loyal user base. Brand authority, this demonstrate expertise in your niche or industry. In social proof, real users share experience and review, building trust. Product promotion, offer a platform to explain and showcase products. Customer support, users help each other with product issues and questions. Content marketing, support storytelling, tutorials, and educational content. Market insight, reveals trends, preferences, and common concerns. Disadvantages in blog and forums. Time-consuming, requires regular updates and quality content creation. Moderation needed. Need monitoring to prevent spam or harmful content. Slow result. SEO and traffic gains take time to build. Misinformation risk. User may spread incorrect or outdated information. In content fatigue, readers may lose interest without fresh topics. In negative publicity, complaints or bad reviews are visible to all. Some challenges by using blogs and forums in e-commerce. First, content creation and maintenance. Time-consuming and may require skilled writers or SEO expert. Moderation and community management. Without proper oversight, forums can harm brand reputation. Staying relevant. Outdated blog posts or inactive forum can make a brand look neglected. Fourth, building and sustaining engagement. Requires promotion and incentive to build an active audience. Negative publicity and customer complaints. Public criticism, if not addressed properly, can damage trust. 6. Measuring ROI, return or on investment, may lead to underinvestment or misjudged strategy. Competition and content saturation, standing out among similar voices is increasingly difficult. Nescafe is example of user of Tumblr. Nescafe moved its entire online presence to Tumblr in 2015 to engage directly with younger digital-savvy audiences. Tumblr allowed Nescafe to repost photos, tweets, and videos from coffee drinkers, creating a more authentic and community-driven brand identity. The platform served as two-way communication tool where users could ask questions, share content, and engage directly with the brand. Nescafe used Tumblr to highlight coffee as part of a lifestyle, not just a product, through photography, quotes, art, and daily routines. The advantage of using Tumblr for Nescafe: reach younger audiences, boost brand engagement and loyalty, encourage creative viral content. The disadvantages: no built-in e-commerce tools, Tumblr's declining user base, hard to track sales impact, requires constant creative content.
Hi everyone, today let's talk about social news. So what is social news? Social news means website or apps where people share news stories. Others can read, vote, or comment on those stories. The second one is the contribution of social news. The first one is news spread fast. People share things quickly. Anyone can post, not just journalists. People vote, the most important stories rise to the top. The third one is importance and key features. So why is social news important? The first one is it let people join the conversation. The second one is you can see what others care about. And the last one is it's easy to use. And some key features are voting, up vote or down vote, comments, community rules, and open to everyone. The advantage and disadvantage of social news. Advantage. The first one is fast news updates, different opinions. You help choose people what's important. And the disadvantage of social news is fake news can spread. People may only see what they agree with. And last one is sometimes stories are voted up unfairly. A good example of social news is Reddit. Reddit is a big website where people share news, funny posts, and ideas. It makes money through ads and premium memberships. Ano nga ba yung social news? Social news, ito yung kadalasan natin nakikita sa mga website like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and other website. So ano nga ba yung makikita dito? Pwede tayong makita dito ng funny videos, posting pictures, stories, and news. Halimbawa na lang po dito, yung mga pinapalabas sa 24 oras kung may bagyo, may pasok sa school, din mga problema sa bansa natin, chismis at marami pa pong iba.
The power of social media in e-commerce. Alam niyo ba na sobrang laki ng tulong ng mga social networking sites sa e-commerce business ngayon? Halimbawa na lang sa Instagram at Twitter. Businesses can build brand awareness, meaning mas marami ang nakakakilala sa products or services mo. Pwede kang mag-post ng content, promos at mag-announce ng new arrivals. Example, si Lunaware, isang small clothing shop sa Instagram. Ginagamit nila ang IG para i-showcase ang mga latest nilang designs through IG stories and posts. Nakakapag-reach sila ng libo-libong potential customers. Advantages naman para dito, malawak ang reach, local and international audience, mababa ang gastos sa marketing, mabilis ang communication sa customers via DMs. Ang disadvantages naman dito ay ang mataas ang competition kasi madami na ang clothing brands online. Security risk tulad ng hacking and phishing, privacy concern, and personal info ng customers. Significance, importante ang social media sa negosyo kasi dito nagsisimula ang customer relationships. First, impression pa lang, dapat panalo na. Kaya kung may businesses ka, make sure to maximize social media platforms. Thank you!